In the previous episode, we made the mammoth drive from our home in Hertfordshire to Newquay in Cornwall, stopping along the way for a free visit to Stonehenge.
So, we are here at Stonehenge. We decided to put a little stop in on the way down to Cornwall. You can actually come and see it for free, and so we've just saved ourselves 42 quid.
Now we're using Newquay as our base for exploring Cornwall, starting today with St Michael's Mount, a medieval island fortress, before making our way to Kynance Cove, which is reputed to be one of Britain's most beautiful beaches. But first, breakfast.
Dawn has broken here in Cornwall. We are in Newquay and we are out for some breakfast. Behold the beauty of Newquay, the glorious Cornish coast.
We stop at a little place called Cafe Chino's. As we tuck in, we come to realise that it's the first time in 3 months that we've had a sit-down meal outside our own home.
£17 for that little lot.
Heading back to the car, our journey south begins. St Michael's Mount is 45 minutes away and we've been allocated a specific time to visit, but we've got to deal with Cornish traffic.
One of the things that I remember from coming to Cornwall as a kid is that you do sometimes have problems with traffic.
When the time on our tickets arrives, we're only just parking up and we've got a mile left to walk to get there. But what a beautiful view!
That is a shed load of seaweed. So yeah, our ticket won't give us access to yonder castle. That was another 20 quid. Who could be bothered with that? So it's garden terraces for us. So, St Michael's Mount, what can I tell you about the place? It was probably first occupied by hunter-gatherers who would have used it as a seasonal camp back in the Bronze Age. It used to have some sort of official association with Mont Saint-Michel, its twin out in Normandy, which is considerably larger, but that relationship got sundered about 400 years ago, I think. The castle at the top of the place probably is about 800 years old, the oldest part of it. One of my favourite little bits of history about this place is that it once had a governor by the name of Humphrey Arundel, and he led something called the Prayer Book Rebellion. And basically, when the English kings decided that they were going to have the prayer book in English as opposed to Latin, a lot of the more Catholic parts of the country, namely Cornwall and Devon, had a big rebellion. And Humphrey Arundel led his forces into battle against the king's men at Exeter, and ultimately they were defeated, and he was taken back to London and hung, drawn and quartered. Nasty business. So in other words, if someone tries to change the language of your favourite prayer book, let it slide. Don't worry about it.
One more historical curiosity about the island is that it was fortified during World War II in case of an invasion. Apparently, the Nazi foreign minister, von Ribbentrop, intended to live at the mount if Britain was conquered. Oh, and did I mention that the island is tidal and cut off from the mainland for a big chunk of the day? Because we just remembered.
I have drama here on St Michael's Mount because the causeway is going to be closing any minute now. We asked exactly what that means, causeway closing time. They said, that means it becomes impassable with water, you'll be paddling. I'm hoping we're not going to have to paddle. You can see it is closing in. It did make our visit to the shop that bit more exhilarating.
Come, my weary one, sit down by my side. Listen as I sing and slip and slide. Breathe the dark and shadows from your mind. fish will dart and the light will dance. Come, my weary one, sit down by my side.
Our time at the Mount has come to a close. We share a pizza for lunch and then make our way over to the beautiful Kynance Cove.
Okay, we are here at Kynance Cove, which is supposed to be one of the most beautiful beaches in Britain. It's been about an hour, maybe 45 minutes drive from the last place, and we're here in the car park. It's expensive enough, I have to tell you, and it's probably going to be another half-hour walk now down to the actual beach itself, but I'm hoping we're going to be rewarded with a truly beautiful beach. Let's find out.
For the second time today, we've failed to think of the tide, and we arrive on the beach to find it's nearly entirely underwater. But that won't stop me enjoying it.
So this is pretty beautiful. It's a bit like Thailand meets Scotland. Scotland's temperatures. Oh, that's cold. Probably doesn't help that the one bit that I chose to get into is in the shade. Oh, okay. Getting used to it now. All right. Let's go and investigate. Look, I can't believe I've seen it. A wild tea bag. I think I've scared him. He's trying to get away. A wild tea bag. I'm so lucky. I'm on a big rock. This is not comfortable walking ground. Least of all in bare feet. Oh, ow. You're hearing the old sailing stories about the perils of sharp rocks. You forget how sharp rocks can be. It's not a single flat angle or semi-flat angle anywhere. I saw this other dude on these rocks and it looked so easy, but every now and then I forget I've become a fat man, and things that are easy to the normies, people with a healthy BMI, freaks I call them, aren't as easy for me. Well, what do you know, down from the big scary rock, didn't die.
With the car park soon to close, we head back to our vehicle and make the short drive to Lizard Point, the southernmost place in Great Britain.
And this is where England stops. The kingdom of the sea begins.
Then we're back to Newquay, another hour's drive away.
Okay, we are back in Newquay. Time to get a little bit of food.
We're both hoping to find a place where we can sit down and have dinner like in normal times. I've got two options lined up. Surprise, surprise, both fall through. In the end, it's Thai takeout and a second night of eating from paper plates at the hotel.
So we went into town and there was only a handful of places open. Most of them were pubs and we didn't really want to go with that. So we got some Thai takeout. Man, what a busy day. I am so tired. To be fair, I probably did somewhere in the region of about 3 hours driving, having already done north of 5 yesterday. And there was a lot of, swimming around the sea, a lot of walking. Man, a lot of walking. That'll do for today.
Man, editing this one took ages, so if you're one of the 3 people that made it to the end of the video, do us a favour, like and subscribe. Cheerio!